Welcome back to Z Coins. Today, we're diving into one of the most talked about coins in recent history, the 1995 P Mint Mark Quarter Dollar. Yes, you heard that right. This humble quarter, which originally cost just 25 cents, is now rumored to have fetched an eye-popping $3.8 million on the collector's market. Stick around, because we're breaking down why this coin is so special, how to spot one, and what makes it worth big money. First, let's talk about what the 1995 P quarter is. It's part of the United States Mint standard issue, featuring George Washington on the obverse and the American Eagle on the reverse. The P stands for the Philadelphia Mint, where this coin was struck. At first glance, it looks like any other quarter you'd find in your change jar. So why all the buzz? Great question. The 1995 P quarter is shrouded in mystery and intrigue for a few reasons. Many coins from this minting year have unique errors, ranging from doubling in the lettering to misaligned dies. These errors make them rare and highly sought after by collectors. While millions of quarters were minted in 1995, only a few with specific minting anomalies are in pristine condition today. There's been a lot of buzz about one of these coins selling for $3.8 million. While the details of the sale remain unverified, the hype has sent collectors into a frenzy searching for these coins. Now, here's the part you've been waiting for. How can you tell if your 1995 P quarter is worth more than just 25 cents? Grab your magnifying glass, because these are the things you need to check. Look for signs of doubling on the obverse, especially on the word Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date 1995. This is called a double die error and significantly increases the coin's value. Sometimes, parts of the design from the reverse can appear faintly on the obverse due to a die clash. This is another rare error to watch out for. The highest coin values go to quarters in mint state MS conditions. Coins graded MS67, MS68, or higher can fetch incredible prices. Even if your coin has no errors, a high-grade specimen can still be valuable. Now, let's get to the nitty-gritty, the real market value of these coins. A standard 1995 P quarter in circulated condition is worth, well, just 25 cents. In MS67 grade, it might fetch around $500 to $1,000. In MS68 grade, the value jumps to $2,000 to $5,000 or more. Coins with rare errors. These can bring in tens of thousands of dollars at auctions. And the $3.8 million coin? While the details of the sale are murky, if true, it would likely be a one-of-a-kind specimen, possibly a flawless MS70 grade with an extraordinary error that makes it unique. So, you've found a 1995 P quarter and think it could be valuable. What's next? Use a magnifying glass or microscope to check for errors. Send your coin to a professional grading service like PeaceGS or NGC. They'll certify its condition and assign it a grade, which is crucial for determining its value. Websites like Heritage Auctions or eBay are great for seeing what similar coins have sold for. Who would have thought a simple quarter could be worth millions? While most 1995 P quarters won't make you rich, there's always a chance you could strike gold, or in this case, silver. So, start checking your coin jars, wallets, and even your car's cup holders. You never know what treasures you might find. We're talking about the legendary 1994 P Mint Mark Quarter Dollar coin, a treasure worth a jaw-dropping $3.9 million in the current market. Stay tuned as we dive into what makes this coin so special, why collectors are going crazy over it, and how you could strike it rich. Welcome back to Coin Vault, the channel where we uncover the fascinating stories behind rare and valuable coins. If you're into numismatics or just want to know if you have hidden treasure at home, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell for notifications. The 1994 P Washington quarter might look like an ordinary coin at first glance. It was minted in Philadelphia, hence the P Mint mark. But not all quarters are created equal, and this particular one has some fascinating and extremely valuable variations. So what's the story? In 1994, the U.S. Mint produced millions of quarters, but a tiny number of them were struck with errors, making them highly sought after by collectors. Let's break this down further. Now, the million-dollar question: what makes the 1994 P quarter worth so much money? Well, there are a few key factors. Only a handful of these coins have been discovered with specific errors or unique characteristics that set them apart from the rest. Some 1994 P quarters were struck with minting errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or planchet anomalies. These errors dramatically increased their value. Coins graded as MS68 or higher by agencies like PCGS or NGC can command astronomically high prices. The finer the condition, the higher the value. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for rare coins, especially ones with unique historical or minting significance. One of these rare error coins recently made headlines by selling for an unbelievable $3.9 million. Yes, you heard that right, $3.9 million. So if you have a 1994 P quarter lying around, it's worth giving it a closer look. Alright, here's how to check if your 1994 P quarter could be the golden ticket. First, flip the coin to the obverse side and check just above the date. You should see the P mint mark, indicating it was minted in Philadelphia. Use a magnifying glass or a microscope to examine the coin for any irregularities, such as double lettering, distorted images, or unusual textures. Is your coin free of scratches and wear? The closer it is to mint condition, the more valuable it could be. If you suspect your quarter might be rare, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication and valuation. Professional grading is a game changer. Not only does it confirm the coin's authenticity, but it also gives potential buyers confidence in its value. The market value for rare coins, like the 1994 P quarter, has skyrocketed in recent years. Here's a quick breakdown of what different grades of this coin might fetch. As you can see, the right combination of rarity, condition, and error can make this coin one of the most valuable quarters in existence. Before we wrap up, here are some quick tips for budding collectors or anyone curious about their spare change. A good magnifying glass and coin guidebook are essential for identifying rare coins. Keep an eye on auctions and online marketplaces to see what's trending in the numismatic world. Join coin collecting forums or local clubs to learn from seasoned collectors. Use protective cases or holders to prevent wear and tear. Remember, condition is king. So, could you have a 1994 P quarter worth millions sitting in your pocket or change jar? The answer is yes, if you're lucky enough to find one of these rare gems. Make sure to check your quarters carefully, and who knows? You might just become the next millionaire in the numismatic world. We're talking about a coin that's taking the numismatic world by storm. The 1999 P1787 $2 coin. This coin has recently been valued at a jaw-dropping $3.7 million, and you won't believe why. Stick around, because we're uncovering the history, rarity, and current market hype behind this stunning treasure. First off, let's break it down. This coin, struck in 1999 at the Philadelphia Mint, that's what the P Mint mark stands for, is part of the popular State Quarters series. But wait, the story gets even juicier. On the reverse, this particular quarter carries the date 1787 alongside the standard depiction of Delaware's iconic Caesar Rodney horseback ride. At first glance, it looks like just another quarter from the State Quarters collection. So what makes this coin so special? Why is it worth millions? Let's find out! The magic lies in a rare minting error. This specific coin, known as an off-metal error or mule coin, was accidentally struck using mismatched dies. On one side, You have the standard Delaware State quarter design, but the flip side reveals something incredibly unusual, a die used for another type of coin entirely. Experts believe that this mismatch happened due to a mix-up at the mint, making it one of the rarest modern coins in existence. Now, why does this matter? In the world of coin collecting, mint errors like this can significantly increase a coin's value. And when a coin is this unique, it essentially becomes priceless to collectors. With only a few examples known to exist, it's no wonder this coin sold for $3.7 million at a recent auction. In 2024, a pristine 1999 P1787 error quarter set a record when it sold for an astonishing $3.7 million. This sale captured global attention, making headlines and sparking a frenzy among collectors. The coin's immaculate condition, combined with its extreme rarity, drove the price through the roof. Let's break down the factors that contributed to this massive valuation. Only a handful of these coins exist due to the mint error. The coin that sold was graded as MS68, which is almost perfect. Condition is everything in the world of coin collecting. The unique error ties it to two different eras of U.S. minting, making it a fascinating artifact. With coin collecting more popular than ever, rare finds like this attract fierce competition at auctions. Here's the big question. Could you be sitting on one of these million-dollar coins without even knowing it? If you've got any 1999 Delaware quarters lying around, it's time to check them. Look for the P-Mint mark and inspect both sides of the coin carefully. If you spot any unusual features, it might be worth getting the coin professionally graded. While the $3.7 million price tag is an outlier, rare and error coins are consistently fetching high prices at auctions. For instance, a lesser-grade version of this coin might still sell for hundreds of thousands. This goes to show the incredible investment potential of rare coins. Want to start your journey into coin collecting? Here are a few tips. Educate yourself. Learn about grading, mint marks, and historical significance. Use tools. Invest in a good magnifying glass and a reference book like the Guidebook of United States Coins. Network. Join local coin clubs or online communities to stay informed. Inspect your change. Rare coins often show up in the unlikeliest of places, even in your pocket change. We're diving deep into one of the most exciting coins in modern history, the mysterious 2002 P quarter with the 1816 mint mark. Is it real? What's the story behind this jaw-dropping coin? And most importantly, how can you check if you have one hiding in your change jar? Stay tuned to find out. First things first, let's talk about the history. The 2002 P quarter was part of the popular state quarters series, minted to honor each U.S. state. But what makes this coin so unique is the mysterious 1816 mint mark that should never have appeared on a 2002 coin. This error has left coin experts scratching their heads and collectors clamoring to get their hands on one. So, what's the deal with the 1816 mint mark? Some theories suggest it's a rare minting error, possibly a die mix-up or even an intentional strike by a rogue mint worker. Others believe it might be a counterfeit or a privately struck commemorative piece that somehow made its way into circulation. Okay, let's get into the juicy details. Why is this coin worth so much? The 2002 P1816 quarter is incredibly rare. Only a handful are rumored to exist, and the intrigue surrounding its origin has turned it into a collector's dream. But rarity isn't the only factor driving up its value. Condition matters. Coins graded as MS67 or higher, meaning they're in nearly flawless mint condition, are always in high demand. But even lower-graded coins in this category can fetch astronomical sums due to their rarity and historical significance. Now, let's talk about that $3.6 million price tag. In a recent high-profile auction, a 2002 P1816 mint mark quarter made headlines by selling for an unbelievable $3.6 million. This makes it one of the most expensive modern coins ever sold. Why did it sell for so much? Experts believe it's a combination of factors: its extreme rarity, the mystery surrounding its mint mark, and, of course, the fact that collectors love a good story. Coins like this don't just represent monetary value, they're pieces of history. Alright, so now you're probably wondering, do I have one of these coins in my collection? Let me show you how to check. First, look for the following features: a standard 2002 P state quarter design, no special state or commemorative markings. The mint mark P, indicating it was struck in Philadelphia. The mysterious 1816 mark, which should be faintly visible either on the front or back of the coin. Remember, these markings can be subtle, so take your time examining each coin. Use a magnifying glass or even a microscope if you have one. If you think you've found one, consider getting it professionally graded and authenticated. Organizations like the PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, can confirm its authenticity and help you understand its true value. Now, let's talk about the market value of these coins. While the $3.6 million coin was a record breaker, not all 2002 P1816 quarters will fetch that much. Their worth depends on factors like condition, rarity, and demand. Currently, authenticated examples in good condition can sell for anywhere between hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars at auction. The market for rare coins is hot right now, so values could go even higher in the future. Before we wrap up, here are a few tips for all the aspiring coin collectors out there. Always check your change. You never know what might show up. Invest in basic tools like a magnifying glass and a coin guidebook. Join online forums or local coin clubs to connect with other enthusiasts. Stay informed about auctions and rare coin listings. It's the best way to spot trends. Most importantly, have fun. Collecting coins isn't just about money. It's about uncovering stories, preserving history, and sharing a passion with others. We're diving deep into the world of rare coins to talk about one that's been making waves in the numismatic community: the 2004 P Florida State Quarter, minted to commemorate the Sunshine State's admission to the Union in 1845. You won't believe its current market value, a staggering $3.5 million. Yes, you heard that right. 1/4 is worth millions. Let's find out why. First, a bit of background. The 2004 Florida State Quarter is part of the 50 State Quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. Each coin in the series highlights a state's unique history and culture. For Florida, the design features a Spanish galleon, a sabal palm tree, and the iconic Gateway to Discovery, symbolizing the state's maritime history and rich heritage. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this specific quarter so special? After all, millions of Florida quarters were minted. Well, it's all about the P mint mark and a rare error that occurred during the minting process. Coins minted in Philadelphia, denoted by the P mark, are already more sought after, but a small batch of these coins featured a highly unusual and valuable defect. The error in question lies in the coin's finish and some microscopic design details. Some experts believe these coins were part of an experimental run, possibly due to double die errors or an accidental use of unique dies. Additionally, the reverse design might display slight shifts or doubling around the ship or palm tree, errors that are a goldmine for collectors. Here's the kicker. A rare 2004 P Florida State Quarter was recently auctioned off for $3.5 million. This is due to its pristine condition, graded as MS69 by the Professional Coin Grading Service, and its rarity. Out of the millions of coins minted, only a handful with this error exist, and finding one in mint condition is like finding a needle in a haystack. So how can you tell if you have one of these valuable coins? Here's a quick checklist. Look for the P mint mark. This indicates it was minted in Philadelphia. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling on the ship or tree. Grade the coin. If your coin looks pristine, it might be worth getting it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Remember, condition is everything. A coin graded MS69 is almost flawless, and that's what serious collectors are willing to pay big bucks for. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, here are some tips to maximize your chances of finding rare coins. Check your change. Always inspect your pocket change. You never know what might turn up. Visit coin shows. These events are great for networking with other collectors and learning more. Research online. Join forums and watch videos like this one to stay updated on trends. Invest in tools. A good magnifying glass and coin album are essential for any collector. We're diving into an extraordinary tale about a quarter that's shaking up the coin world. The 2005 D 1863 mint mark quarter. Yes, you heard that right. This one-of-a-kind coin has made waves recently with a jaw-dropping market value of $3.4 million. So what's the deal with this coin? How did a seemingly modern 2005 quarter become a multi-million-dollar collectible? Let's break it all down. The story begins with the state quarters program launched by the U.S. Mint in 1999. These quarters were hugely popular and celebrated the 50 states. By 2005, the series had entered its seventh year, featuring designs like Kansas and Oregon. But then, something unbelievable happened. A small number of 2005 D quarters, minted in Denver, were discovered with an unusual and completely unintended feature, the 1863 mint mark. Now, let's talk about what makes this coin so special. Mint marks are small letters or symbols indicating where a coin was minted. But in this case, instead of the usual D for Denver, the coin mysteriously bears the date 1863. This isn't just a printing mistake, it's believed to be a die mix-up, where an old die from 1863 somehow got used in the modern minting process. This anomaly immediately caught the attention of numismatists and collectors, sparking a frenzy. Here's where it gets really interesting. In the years following its discovery, these quarters started appearing in auctions. At first, they sold for thousands of dollars, but then, as more collectors realized the historical and rarity value, the bids skyrocketed. Fast forward to today, and one pristine example of this coin sold for an astounding $3.4 million. Why such a high price? Well, rarity is king in the world of coin collecting. And this coin, with its mix of history, error, and intrigue, is as rare as it gets. Okay, so you might be wondering, do I have one of these treasures in my pocket change? Here's what to look for. First, check the year, 2005. Then, examine the mint mark closely. Use a magnifying glass if you need to. If you see 1863 instead of D, you might be holding a fortune in your hands. If you think you've found one, don't rush to sell it just yet. First, get it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll verify its authenticity and grade its condition, which is critical for determining value. This story is a reminder of why coin collecting is so fascinating. Coins aren't just pieces of metal, they're pieces of history, art, and sometimes a mystery. The 2005 D 1863 mint mark quarter is a perfect example of how a small detail can change everything. We're diving deep into the story of an incredible coin, the 2007 D Wyoming State quarter with the 1890 date mark. This unassuming little coin recently made headlines when it sold for a whopping $3.3 million. Yes, you heard that right, $3.3 million. So what makes this quarter so valuable? And could you have one hiding in plain sight? Let's find out. Let's start with some context. The 2070 Wyoming quarter is part of the U.S. Mint's 50-state quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. Each quarter in the series featured a unique reverse design celebrating one of the 50 states. Wyoming's design prominently displayed the silhouette of a bucking bronco and rider, a nod to the state's cowboy heritage. The D Mint mark signifies that this particular quarter was minted in Denver. Now, this coin isn't inherently rare. Millions of them were produced in 2007. So why is this particular coin so special? Let's break it down. Here's where things get fascinating. The coin we're talking about has an unusual and seemingly impossible feature: an additional 1890 date mark next to the standard 2007 date. Experts believe this is the result of a rare minting error, possibly caused by the accidental use of a mismatched or experimental die. This anomaly has never been documented before, making the coin truly one of a kind. But there's more. On top of the date error, the coin also exhibits other striking features, like a double die on the bronco and a unique texture on the edge, which collectors refer to as a misaligned die edge. These quirks make the coin incredibly rare and highly desirable. So why does rarity equal such a jaw-dropping price tag? In the world of coin collecting, value is driven by a combination of factors: rarity, condition, historical significance, and collector demand. The 2070 1890 Wyoming quarter checks all the boxes. Rarity: it's likely the only one of its kind due to the minting error. Condition: the coin was graded in mint state, MS65, meaning it's in exceptional condition. Historical appeal: that mysterious 1890 date sparks curiosity and adds an air of intrigue. Demand: collectors and investors are always on the lookout for unique pieces, and this coin fits the bill perfectly. Now, for the part you've been waiting for: the sale itself. In a recent high-profile auction, the 2070 1890 quarter was sold for a staggering $3.3 million to an anonymous buyer. According to experts, this sale has set a new benchmark for error coins and state quarters. And while it's rare for coins from the 50-state quarters program to reach such heights, this particular coin's unique features make it a true outlier. Now comes the big question: could you have a 2070 1890 Wyoming quarter sitting in your coin jar? It's unlikely, but not impossible. Here's what to look for. Mint Mark D. The Denver Mint mark is a key detail. The 1890 date mark. Look closely for an additional date mark near the 2007 stamp. Errors on the bronco design. Check for doubling or unusual features on the reverse. Misaligned edges. Examine the edge for any texture anomalies. If you think you've found something unusual, consult a coin grading expert or submit it for certification with organizations like PeaceGS or NGC. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone curious about the treasures hidden in your pocket change, the story of the 2070 1890 quarter is a reminder that incredible finds are out there waiting to be discovered. It's also a testament to the fascinating world of numismatics, where history, artistry, and luck come together in the most unexpected ways. So, what are you waiting for? Start searching through your quarters. You never know what you might find. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the world of rare and valuable coins. Happy hunting!